I've been using this system now for 28 months and have generated more than $228,000 in income. This system has allowed me to have a complete lifestyle shift. You know, the cool thing is that because of this system and the way that it works, I'm able to do business from absolutely anywhere. As long as I have a laptop and an internet connection, I can continue forward in my business just working a couple hours a day.
I'm living my dream lifestyle now. This is what I've been dreaming about for so long, is to work from home, work on my own terms. I've made close to $200,000 with it in total commissions.
The residual income in itself is just amazing, especially when you're a mum and you have 2 children to look after. I'm actually at $3,400 now residual.
We've made a little over $750,000, which is documented.
In our very first week, we made $1,500. And if that wasn't exciting enough, not that long after, we had a week where we made $15,890 in 1 week. Just so exciting. And I think what I love about this system so much is that, you know, we're seeing success with absolutely brand new people just plugging into it and getting results as well. It's like nothing I've seen in the longest time.
I sent out an email to my list, and within 24 hours of sending my email out, I suddenly had 48 people sign up just based on the brief video that they watched, and they're in. And that is so incredibly exciting.
My best month was 50K, and what I'm really pursuing right now is to having minimum 100K a month.
My best month has been somewhere between $70,000 and $75,000 in a single month, and total income is somewhere I think about $1.3 million that I've generated in commissions just for myself, just for my family.
You know, I have one recommendation for anyone looking at this for the first time, and that is absolutely do not let this opportunity pass you by.
I want you to stop whatever you're doing and pay close attention to this. What I have to share with you today can have a direct impact on you and your bank account in just 30 days. If you stick around for just a few minutes, I promise you can leave this page with a $50,000 per month method, risk-free, guaranteed. Hi, my name is Paul Hutchings, and I'm not a guru. I'm just your average American. I'm 36 years old, and here's me with my wife, Corrine, and my 4 little boys, Caden, Camden, Kyson, and Cashton. I live very comfortably here in Blackfoot, Idaho, and I've been successfully running my own online business for about 5 years. Things are pretty good. I have no serious complaints because I pretty much have everything I need in life. I'm financially free, I have no debt, and quite frankly, I love what I do. I work for myself, I'm healthy, I have free time, I enjoy vacations with my family whenever and wherever I want. I may not be the richest man in the world, but I've achieved more than the American dream. I've not only achieved financial freedom, but I've found inner peace. But I won't lie, this didn't come until after I succeeded in business. Unfortunately, things weren't always like this for me. Just a few short years ago, I was living in a single-wide trailer house. I'd been jobless for about 6 months. I had a wife and 2 kids and a newborn baby to support. We had a few $100 a month coming in to live on, and our savings were dwindling fast. I'd been struggling to make money from home for 5 years, and despite my best efforts, I just couldn't seem to figure it out. To make matters worse, my wife came home in tears one day after taking our newborn baby to his 3-week checkup. He was diagnosed with a birth defect called craniosynostosis. That meant the bones in his head were fused together. The surgical procedure for this costs $50,000 at Primary Children's Hospital. I felt lost, alone, and scared. I needed a serious miracle to pull myself and my family out of the situation we were in. One night, after reading my 2 oldest boys their bedtime stories and watching them drift off to sleep, I sat there, staring at their 2 little angelic faces, and began to cry. It hit me that I was failing as a husband, a father, and a provider. I dropped to my knees next to my 2 sleeping boys, and with tears streaming down my face, prayed to God for help. What happened next, I can only describe as a miracle. I was searching online for an answer to my problem, and I saw an ad. I clicked it and began watching a video just like the one you're watching now. This was the moment I finally found a mentor who taught me a real shortcut to making money online. And I'm confident it will do the same for you. But before I give you the exact method, let me finish the story. In the past, I'd spent so much money on programs that were supposed to make me rich that didn't work. Naturally, I was a little skeptical. At the same time, I realized that if I wanted to get different results in my life, something had to change. So I watched a video, very similar to this you're watching right now, by a guy named Dave. At first, he seemed like an ordinary guy. He was young, a bit younger than me, and he had struggled for a long time too. I quickly realized that he'd figured out how to end the struggle and break through to massive success through some simple shortcuts that he was sharing with people who were open. I'll never forget the night I watched in amazement through my computer screen as Dave generated over $30,000 in commissions right before my very eyes. Or the time I showed up live to an event so I could meet him in person to see if all this stuff was for real, and saw him pocket another $30,000 in under an hour. But it wasn't just the money that impressed me. This was a guy who really seemed to care about the people he was working with. That was really important to me. I'd been through so many programs and systems before where I eventually discovered that the owners or system creators were only in it for the money and didn't really care about the people they were working with. Dave was different. The other thing I noticed about Dave and his partner Chris was the fact that so many people around them were making money and getting amazing results too. So it wasn't just them. To me, this meant that what they're teaching is actually working for other people too. Long story short, I decided to plug into their system and just follow instructions. What happened next blew me away. I hit my first $3,000 per month in income. Now, to some people, $3,000 per month may not sound like a lot, but to me, it was everything. I'd had this goal for 5 years, and it wasn't until I decided to get started with Dave and his system that I finally hit that goal. But it didn't stop there. The $3,000 quickly turned into $7,400 and then over $10,000 a month. Now, I'm blessed to say that with this system, I've earned as much as $25,454.25 in a single month and over $480,000 in total commissions. Just saying that still sounds crazy to me because just a few years ago, I was living in a single-wide trailer house. Until then, I was a believer that there were no shortcuts in life, but boy, was I wrong. It turns out that Dave and Chris have created a system that's generating six-figure paydays. It's a shortcut to all the traditional ways of making money online. You may have been exposed to them in the past. To say Dave and Chris's method is different is literally an understatement. It's the complete polar opposite of what everyone else teaches. It's a real shortcut. You don't need much time, money, or technical skills. You just switch it on and it works for you. Sure, they could have kept it to themselves and banked millions each year, but Dave and Chris want more. They really want to help others. They want to turn this into a billion-dollar business with visions of creating the next Microsoft or the next Apple or the next Facebook. They want to change the landscape of how people make money online. But in order to do that, they realized that this had to be more than just a two-man show. After going back and forth with Dave for several weeks, he finally trusted me enough to let me in. And I found out very quickly that his shortcut really works. It took me from being jobless and living in a single-wide trailer house to buying our dream home in the country, 100% debt-free, and being able to be there with my wife and 4 boys. It took me from being forced to work jobs that I absolutely hated and missing important things in my life, like my first-year wedding anniversary, to living a life I love, doing whatever I want, whenever I want, and with whoever I want. I mean, if I can go from living in a trailer house with only a few $100 a month coming in to being debt-free, traveling the world, and making money like this every single month, that's proof that this shortcut works. But in order to take it to its full potential, we had to make it work for everyone, including your average Joe with no technical experience. As I said before, this is a billion-dollar market, and making it simple for anyone to use is the difference between running a local operation of 2 people versus running a multinational corporation with thousands of people making money. I really hope you can see our vision. So after a few years of testing and automating every part of the process, we decided to teach this shortcut to a small private group of beta testers and give them access to our money-making system. We've been testing with people who have zero technical experience because we wanted to see how many of them would actually make money and how much. We wanted to see if Dave and Chris have created a real shortcut that could be taught to anyone. The results were surprising.
Yeah, I've never done any. I'm like a newbie. And yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've got 2 kids and I stopped totally working since my daughter was born. She's 4, so I've got a boy who's 2. So yeah.
So this is the first thing that you've done?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm really happy because I'm really not a salesperson.
Yeah.
But the system sells it for you. You don't have to be a salesperson. You know?
That's the way we want it to be.
That's right. Yeah. You know, I worked in childcare and I worked in admin, so I really am not a salesperson.
Yeah. That's cool.
So yeah. So that's why I looked and I found the right thing straight away. So I was really lucky that I found the right place and system, and it's just worked for me straight away. It's so amazing to be able to bring up your own kids. Like otherwise, why would you want to have kids if you can't be with them when they're really young and they need you? So we were really struggling. My partner and I, we fought a lot over bills, and you know, it wasn't the life that I imagined as being a mum. So my one option was going back to a full-time job or finding a way to make money online, and that's why I got started. I think that's why I'm doing really well, because I've got a huge time, and I'm doing this for my kids, and yeah, so it's actually very easy for me to do this because I'm highly motivated, because the other option would have been being separated from my children. So.
You don't need to let the rain clouds under.
So many team members, or we like to call them tribe members, that have created massive success. I have a young mom by the name of Sarita who had never worked online before. She has 2 little babies, and in the last year she's generated over $98,000. My name is Rhonda Swan, and I currently reside in Bocas del Toro, Panama. I want to share with you a little bit about the results that I've had utilizing this system. In fact, the last 24 months, my family's been able to generate over $500,000 by utilizing this system. And it's something that we've never experienced before. You know, we have been traveling now for almost 7 years, and it wasn't until I found this system that allowed us to truly have residual income and freedom. You know, I used to do everything manually, and now I don't have to do that anymore. The system works for me. You know, having a system like this allows you not only to create residual income, but it's automated, and that's something that's really important, especially for someone like myself who travels a lot. And I get to be with my little girl every day. You know, if she goes to school or she doesn't go to school in a day because she doesn't feel well, I'm able to stay there with her. It's allowed us to travel the world. You know, we can jump on a plane anywhere because our business is inside of our laptop. And this platform gives us the tools that we need to run a business anywhere in the world, and to create such an incredible system that allows people to truly live the life of their dreams. We are so grateful to have this kind of system for our business, and we would never see these kind of results without it.
So far, I'm proud to say that we have an amazing success rate. To give you some perspective, some private members are now making up to $50,000 per month. You'll hear more from them in a minute. But first, I want to get you in on this as soon as possible. I want you to join our tiny but growing group. I've managed to get them to record a live video training where he goes over the exact details of what the shortcut is and how you can use this system to make money starting today. Now, I want to introduce you to the man who got me started, who's allowed me to create my freedom and get the results I've shared with you. I want to introduce you to David Wood himself, and he's going to tell you more about this system and what you're going to get in this special offer.
Hi, David Wood here. Look, I really set out to do something completely different with this system than anyone's ever done before. I wanted to create something that any person who really believes in freedom can put their heart and their soul into, raise their hands in the air, and be free. Because that's what human beings crave, don't you? But we all know that freedom takes a sharp sense of knowing when to take action to attain it, and then discipline to maintain it. So today only, as long as the timer's counting down, me and these 5 online millionaires are giving you our entire business system for just the one-time low price you see right there on the screen. Compare that to the $3,000 that my advisors told me this course is really worth, and you can see that you're pretty much stealing access to the system today. No tricks, no limitations on your access. You get the entire 3-part system, including all 3 things you need to get you up and running and potentially profitable in your first 72 hours. First, you're getting the right tools with the Klaatu Premium Brand Station. This premium blogging platform, an essential tool set, is your central hub for getting traffic and capturing leads online. Second, you'll get full access to the perfect training, the fully interactive online version of the closed-door $1 million ring formula training that you've seen and heard about during this video. And then third, as a way to monetize your business and as a special bonus for getting started today, you'll also get the Powerhouse EN affiliate system. This is the exact same system me and all the 6- and 7-figure earners in this video have used to make our money. This usually costs $19.95 a month, but you're going to get it free on a 60-day trial basis. You'll get full access to this entire system immediately on this page for just the ridiculously tiny amount you see on the screen right now. And that is what I really want. People to succeed like they never have before. That means when you get started today, you'll get immediate access to this entire Kickstart system with a full 14-day risk-free money-back guarantee. If for any reason you don't find the system to be exactly as life-changing as you've heard in this video, all you need to do is let the prominently displayed customer service team know, and they'll immediately refund your money and never charge you an extra penny beyond that. You have absolutely nothing to lose here. You get everything. The 100% guarantee, all the training, all the tools, plus the monetization system. There's no other offer available that gives you absolutely everything you need to create full-time income from home. And you get access to it all for just the low price you see on the screen right now. So what's it going to be really? Are you ready to start changing your life now? My goal's simple. I'm on a mission to eliminate the enslavement of debt, to increase family time, and to create 100 new millionaires a year. And now it's your turn. Get started today. Click the button near this video so you can become a new success story. So click the button now, fill out the safe and secure order form, and get started right now. And just in case you still have any doubts about this system and the real value of the $1 million ring formula, just listen to what people who experienced it live had to say as they were coming out of the training.
This is going to make everybody who applies that more money faster.
Mind blown. So much value. Wow. That's all I got to say.
We were given a lot of how-tos, not just pie-in-the-sky stuff, but exactly how to do it.
My struggle has been I didn't understand how. And today, I finally learned how to crack the code.
I've never written anything like it. It's awesome.
Man, if I missed it, I don't know what I would do.
It should probably cost more than it did.
They're putting everything right there for you. You just have to basically stand up and get it, and it is possible.
I've been searching for years for a way to do this, and that's all the answers that I've wanted. I'm so excited because it's finally here.
It's amazing, it really is.
If you want to generate more income, if you want to be free, these are the guys that know how to do it. Definitely click the button, watch it all the way through. You will have no idea how your life can transform just by watching this video series.
You don't know what you don't know. And the stuff we learned in there today was fantastic. You got to pick it up. You got to grab it now.
You guys ready to get your $1 million ring?
Click on the button right now. Join and watch the series.
And in short time can teach you how to make money and be happy in your life. That's who I am. I love you all. Take care. Wish everybody happiness. And this is the fastest way to get to happiness.
Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary as we are all unique and different. Basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business, and some people will make no money at all. The earnings of an affiliate will be 100% dependent upon their skills, work effort, commitment, leadership capabilities, and market conditions. Common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under the average. We do not guarantee any level of income or your success. To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.totalshortcut.com/income.